Hello and welcome to day 4 of the 10 for 10 yoga challenge. Today we'll be doing a 10-minute sequence for energy. Begin in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Stand up tall, close your eyes. Bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Slowly come to open your eyes now. Release your hands down by your sides. On your next inhale, rotate your arms out around and bring them all the way up. On an exhale, slightly bend your knees and fold forward into a forward fold. Inhale, look up just halfway, straightening your spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up, back to standing, raise your arms up. And exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Once more, inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, place your hands down. Inhale, look up just halfway, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reach your arms up, and release your hands down on an exhale. Inhale, rotate your arms out around and raise them up. Exhale, slightly bend those knees and forward fold, place your hands down, relax your head. Inhale, look up just halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing and release your hands down by your sides on an exhale. Inhale, rotate your arms out around and raise them up. Exhale, forward fold, place your hands on the ground, relax your head over. Inhale, look up just halfway. Exhale, plant your hands flat onto the ground, step back into downward facing dog, and pedal through your legs. Alternating, bending and straightening your legs, pressing the heel of your straightened leg down towards the ground. Moving slowly, gently, smooth movements, and slowly come to stillness in your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, place your knees down onto the ground and come to hands and knees position. Knees directly under your hips, hands right under your shoulders. We'll move through some cat and cows. On an inhale, arch your back, looking up and forward. On an exhale, curve your spine and look towards your thighs. Inhale, look up and forward. Exhale, curve, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Just a few more rounds of cat and cow, moving on your breath. You can incorporate your feet as well if you'd like. And slowly come to a flat back. Bring your hands forward slightly, just maybe a few inches. Straighten your legs out behind you into a plank pose. Hold plank. Take one more deep breath in your plank pose, and then slowly send your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Once again, move your legs in down dog, pedaling through, alternating, bending and straightening your legs. Continue moving slowly and smoothly, gently warming up those muscles in your legs. Find stillness in your downward facing dog and hold here while you breathe deeply in and out through your nose. On your following inhale, raise your heels and bend your knees. Look forward and step your feet up to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Look up just halfway and forward fold on an exhale. And on an inhale, come all the way up to standing. Release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms out, around, and all the way up. Interlace your hands above your head, leaving your index and thumb out, and then come into an arch, looking up, spreading your chest open wide towards the ceiling, and then on an exhale, release your hands down. Do that one more time. Inhale, raise your arms, interlace your hands, arch your back, and look up. And then exhale, stand up tall and release your hands down by your sides. On your next inhale, sit your hips back and reach your arms up and forward. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Remain here. And on your next exhale, slowly fold over, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, straighten your spine, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into a plank pose. Lower your whole body just halfway and then flip to the tops of your feet. On an inhale, upward facing dog, and on an exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg all the way up behind you. Step the foot forward in between your hands. Stay high on the ball of your back foot and lift up your torso into high lunge. From here, bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest and twist to the right, bringing your left elbow to your right thigh and coming into twist in high lunge. Remain in your twist. Breathe and hold your legs nice and firm in your lunge. And on your next inhale, unwind from your twist, bring your arms back up, and then place them down on the ground, framing your front foot. Step back into a plank, and you can move through a Vinyasa by coming into Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, and then on your exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, raise your left leg all the way up behind you. Step the foot forward in between your hands. Come to high lunge on the left. Breathe here for a moment. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest and twist over to the left. Bring your right elbow to your left thigh. Keep your legs stable in your lunge and hold your twist while you breathe. On your next inhale, unwind from your twist, reaching your arms all the way up. From here, place your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back into a plank, and you can move through Vinyasa once more by coming into Chaturanga, upward facing dog on an inhale, and on your exhale, downward facing dog. Hold downward facing dog for 3 deep and full inhales and exhales. Press those heels down towards the ground, and at the same time, lift your hips up and back. On your next inhale, raise your heels all the way up and bend your knees. Look forward between your hands and walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Look up just halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit those hips back, reach the arms up and forward. And slowly stand up tall. Release your hands down by your sides on an exhale. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana, fierce pose once more. Bend those knees, sit those hips all the way back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands flat onto the ground. Step back into plank. Lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg all the way up behind you. Step the foot forward in between your hands, coming into lunge on the left. Set your back foot down at 45 degrees, so set that heel down onto the ground. Your right toes should be pointing at the right top corner of your mat. Align your left heel with your right arch and come into Warrior 2 on the left side. Hold your Warrior 2, and on your next inhale, straighten your left leg and reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, press back down, Warrior 2. Inhale, raise your arms, straighten your left leg. Exhale, press down, Warrior 2. Adding some movement here. Inhale, straighten your leg, raise your arms. Exhale, Warrior 2. Remain in Warrior 2. Turn your left palm up. Reach forward, up, and back, and come into Reverse Warrior. Hold Reverse Warrior here. And slowly come back through Warrior 2. Circle your arms down onto the ground. Step back into Downward Facing Dog. Take an inhale, raise your right leg up, and step that foot forward in between your hands. Lift your torso and your arms up, coming in through High Lunge. From your high lunge, set your back foot down at 45 degrees. Align your right heel with your left arch and make your way into Warrior 2. Take an inhale and straighten your right leg. Reach your arms all the way up. On your next exhale, press everything back down into Warrior 2. Inhale, raise your arms and straighten your right leg. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, raise your arms, straighten your leg. Exhale, Warrior 2. One more time. Inhale, straighten your leg, raise your arms. And exhale, Warrior 2. Take an inhale, turn your right palm up, reach forward, up, and back. Coming into Reverse Warrior. Try not to lean too much on that back hand and reach all the way up on the diagonal with your right arm. Slowly come out through Warrior Two, circle your hands down onto the ground, and step back into Downward Facing Dog. Take one deep inhale and deep exhale. On your next inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, look forward and step your feet up into a half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, Utkatasana, reach your arms up and forward, sit your hips back. And on your next inhale, stand up tall. On an exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Thank you for joining me for day 4 of the 10 for 10 Yoga Challenge. See you tomorrow at the halfway mark for day 5. Namaste.